What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to another beautiful day over here on the channel. Still hanging out in lovely Cedar Key. My take now on it is that if you hang out over by the water, it's a very nice place, but if you go 5 minutes in the wrong direction, things start to get a little weird. Cruising over to this marina to check out a 1996 Ranger skiff flats boat type of thing. I have absolutely no service out here on this island. I have AT&T. It's rough. So I can't even recheck the Facebook Marketplace listing or message the guy to say that I'm on the way. I don't know any other details. I can't see any pictures again. All I know is that it looks sweet. The other day when I saw it on Facebook Marketplace, when I was doing a little couch cruising, refreshing the page in Cedar Key, trying to get a plan going before I came out here, it looked pretty sweet. Sweet enough to tell him what's the address I have cash right now. So we're gonna cruise over there, check it out. I drove past it already, and it looks like there's a few other sweet boats out there, so we might be able to make a thing out of this. The Ranger skiff, though, it's not a Banshee. It's another form of a flats boat. I don't know. I've never seen one like this actually, but it has a sweet VMAX on the back. But it's listed at $8,900, which is weird. Okay, let me explain something that I figured out while I'm here. There's not many cool boats over here. Like, I've driven through all the neighborhoods at this point. I see a lot of utility boats. I see a lot of airboats. I see a lot of charter boats, but I don't see any sweet skiffs. So it's weird. If I bought one of the utility boats and brought it back to Jacksonville, it would immediately lose value. But this Ranger skiff over here, I might bring it back to Jacksonville and it will immediately gain value. It's very weird how that works, but seriously, the IPB skiff that I brought onto the island the other day to sell, I pulled up and my wife was saying, people are looking at us funny because this is the nicest boat on the island right now. And it was weird. It was weird. It was like I was looking for another boat that was sweet. When I sold it to the guy, I told him, dude, I think you have the coolest boat on the island right now, at least. Obviously it's off season, whatever, but as far as right now, man, everything else just looks so odd. I was just at this Marathon gas station over here resupplying our waters because this is the closest place that you can get some bottled water around here, and a skiff popped up, and if I squinted my eyes, I was like, man, they look pretty good. But the closer I got to it, I was like, whoa, wait, whoa, like the bow was all rounded off for utility purposes so they can just ram into stuff. The transom was completely just like beefed up so they could put a bigger motor on it, straight up for like crabbing. So they'll take a skiff and turn it into a crab boat, or they'll turn it into a charter boat, dive charter type of boat, straight up utility stuff. So there's barely any sweet boats around here. I don't know how to explain it. I guess you'd have to just come get a lay of the land over here and look at the boats yourself. They're just all kind of wonky looking boats. A ton of airboats. But this marina has got a couple John boats worth looking at. A couple of boats that caught my eye, but I'm really focused and I'm honed in on this 1996 Ranger whatever, because it looks really sweet. Even driving by it, my wife said, that thing looks good. So we'll go over there and check them out. I realized that intro made it seem like I'm a little bit iffy on Cedar Key, which is not entirely true. Over there on the downtown portion, I'm not iffy about it at all. I could live over there. Nice and quiet, nice and relaxing. Everybody's super nice. But over on this side of wherever we are, cruising into more locals territory, I'm a little iffy about this part. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's some interesting individuals hanging out over here, but maybe I just have to go a little further. So get out of the weeds a little bit. But yeah, so not iffy about the actual vacation portion area, super iffy about this area. Well, sweetheart, how do you feel about Cedar Key?
I'm kind of with you. I would say like the first 6 minutes in, I don't care for the most. we were coming in here, we were like, but over by where we're staying and like the water and everything like that, we haven't even like explored that side of the island, which I'm excited to do later. But I like it, honestly. I like the vibe. I like a good like island town, I guess you could say. It's just like small town vibes. We don't get that where we're from, obviously, so I feel like that's unique. I feel like we're like the odd ones out. Like people know we're from out of town. That's what it feels like. Like driving down the streets, I was like, they're looking at us like they ain't never seen this truck before. But yeah, no, overall I like it.
It's just like we gotta stay over there.
Yeah, you got to stay over there. I'm excited to look at all the shops and stuff like that too. I just like how quiet it is, but I doubt it's this quiet during the summer, honestly. But yeah, that would be my review.
I'd have to agree. Let's go check out this skiff. Hold on now, son. I think we stumbled across some deals. This Key West 1900 Sportsman, you're telling me $48.99? Hold on now. Hold on now. With a nice Mercury 115. Brother, we even got a little kicker plate right here. $48.99. I think it doesn't have a trailer, but we might be able to work out a deal with something hanging out over there. They might have a trailer in the back somewhere. I got worried when I saw this 37808. Very interesting smoker craft right over here. But I mean, it's got a Yami show hanging on the back. But I got nervous. I thought these prices were going to be a little skyrocketed. But right next to it, Key West Sportsman, $48.99, under $5K. Dude, if you got a trailer, meet me in Cedar Key today, son. If you have a trailer, man, I'll rest it on this car hauler right here is what I'll do. Bring it back to Jacksonville. This thing's pretty sweet. Not gonna lie to you, one of the better deals I've seen in a little while. Obviously, I haven't gotten up there and went through it yet, but dude, even everything, this looks like pretty good condition. I'm not gonna lie to you. Set up for some GPS up there. Rod holders, even the upholstery's in okay condition, wearing through a little bit on the logo up front. But all the non-skid, all the gel coat in here, everything looks pretty good. Nice bimini. Even the Merc has some shine left on her. This thing is pretty sweet, man. Got a nice jack plate. If everything works, this is a deal. Buy this in the winter, hang out with it, enjoy it, sell it in the summer. This is a summer boat right here. Look at the lines on that. Looks pretty good, man. I'm just saying, Cedar Key, $48.99. But that's not what we're here for. We just accidentally stumbled across that. We got a lineup of boats right here. I'm not sure what this thing in the front line is. Check it out. It has some good lines on it. But that Ranger all the way on the left, that's what we're here for. That's what is hanging out on Facebook Marketplace that caught my attention. I might go up front and check out those Smoker Craft John boats as well. What is this? Key West Skiff, son. I've never even seen one of these before. Key West Skiff. Redfish edition. 177. Got a little garment up top. Got a nice Yamaha 60. This is like a fun boat, actually. I wonder if this one is for sale and how much is it. It has a big flag behind it that says rent me. So I don't know if this one is particularly for sale. But I do know for sure that the Ranger boat at the end is for sale. And I'm going to check it out. But this thing is pretty sweet. It looks like it can handle some big water. The 60 in the back seems a little underpowered, which makes me think that it is specifically designed to be a rental boat, if that makes sense. They don't want anybody going too crazy out there, but that's pretty sweet. I'll have to ask the guy if it's for sale once he gets out here. Standing before me is a Ranger flats boat. It has a very interesting look to it. I would say it kind of resembles an old Johnson skiff. You see the lines on the front, that deep V, super deep V. This thing's set up for fishing. You can fish in the backwaters. You could fish some bigger waters, it looks like. We got a polling platform back here. Yamaha Pro V 175. Look at the shape though. The Ranger shape in the back. I love how these Rangers flare out in the back. The trailer, nice aluminum trailer. Looks in really good condition. The boat itself looks like it's in really good condition. Like I said, keep in mind, this boat is $8,900 on Facebook Marketplace. Might even be able to talk them down a little bit. So that's pretty crazy. I don't know anything about it yet, but it looks so clean. Brother, this is a seat I would like to sit in, fish off right here. The center console is a really cool setup as well. The old cup holders. Man, son, you put the cup holder upside down. Wait, no. I don't know. We'll probably have to swap that out with some stainless. Cup holder right there, though, if you need one. Let's check out some hatches, I would say. Dude, I love this setup, how it's just flat back here. The hatches, there's not any crazy handles. Okay, we got a little froggy. How you doing? My wife would love to see the frog. I'll show it to her later. Very clean hatch back here. What else do we got? I wonder how long that frog's been hanging in there. Live well in the back. Dude, the frog found a puddle. He's hanging out under that hydraulic line. Let's see what else we got. I'm having a good time now, son. You could even put a ladder back here. Okay. For $8,900, dude, this thing might be coming home with us. I wonder if he will let us do a sea trial. I mean, at this point, I would want to do that. If we're going to be spending $8,900 on the way back home, might as well put it in the water for a little bit. Have to get up there with both hands. Rod storage over here, it looks like. Foam has seen better days, but that's sweet, man. Might have to hop up in here. Check out this side. This thing's pretty sweet, man. Like the way it's set up. Dang. Kind of has a shape of like a beaver tail. I forget the name of the skiff, but if you know what I'm talking about, how it kind of flares in and out, has a beaver tail type shape to it. This thing is pretty sweet. I would say, I don't know the condition of the motor, but good candidate for a repower and almost, I feel, double the money almost. Yowzers, this thing is sweet. Let me hop in without further ado. Let's see how that hydraulic steering is feeling. She's turning. Yes, sir, man. Check out this Garmin. She's there. Those 741 XS. Looks like she's ready to go. I wonder if this was a trade-in. Got a window sticker for something else. Looks like a window sticker for a 2024 Pro Sportsman. Interesting. Okay. We have some switches down here, which look like factory Ranger switches. Let's put this down. I honestly don't know how to do that. Let me put my phone down. One second. Okay. I'm gonna leave it. I don't want to break it, but I could lift it up and put it down, but maybe have to take that cushion off to get a flat surface. Hatches up front, full of gear. This seems like it was a trade-in, I would say. They came in and got something newer. Big net, a bunch of life jackets. See what it's looking like up in this anchor compartment. Some water in there, nothing too crazy. I will. Oh, dude, how the nav lights pop up. That's sick. I wonder if they're motorized. Cause oh, there it goes. It pops into this spot right there, and then back down. You got the cleats. Bingo. Little switchblade sweep. Cleat. This would be my seat right here. Ah. Dude, nice day of fishing right here. I just sat on it and squeezed a bunch of water out. Dude, I could get used to this. Not a bad seat right here. Dude, this boat looks really nice. Just a vibe on this Ranger Flats boat. I want to know what it's called. I literally don't remember at all. I'm gonna go in and talk to the guy, I guess. But I mean, this thing is set up sweet. What do you think about a repower? As far as, oh dang, the button came off. I'm already out here breaking stuff. I barely touched it, man. Rats. Walk down the catwalk. Dang, we even have some nice non-skid to match the boat up here on the polling platform. This thing is sweet, dude. Okay, I see some numbers and some words on here. Ranger Flats 184. No way, dude. 18 footer. She looks like it now that I see those numbers. Things are adding up for sure. What do we have in here? Some clippers, just some fishing stuff. Dude, it literally looks like somebody was fishing and then they were just driving home, saw a boat at this dealership and said, man, let me stop by and see what they can do. And then he just parked it right here. Nobody's come out to talk to me though, so hold on. Ugh. My only concern, this is my only concern, is these cockpit bailer through holes right here. On the Pathfinder 17T that I actually had issues with those. They would take on water into the hull and I had to replace them. It was not a very seamless replacement for me, especially with these screw holes right here. I would need to get some more hardware. I wouldn't even feel comfortable taking that out on a sea trial today because there's no way that thing wouldn't take in a little bit of water with just holes directly into the side of the hull. Yeah, the first time I took out my Pathfinder 17T, I didn't know about that, and it took on so much water I almost sank the boat and had to haul it back to the boat ramp and literally just flew onto the boat ramp. Just like no trailer or anything, just drove straight on there, scratched up the bottom of the boat pretty bad. Got some trim tabs back here. I don't want to disturb our frog friend. He's still hanging out, but we'll need to check out this bilge area. Let's see what we can do. There we go. All right, I can't see, so I'm just gonna rely on you to tell me what it's looking like. I see a little wire situation going on. We got a fuel water separator, bilge pump. I can kind of see. I can't see what's down below though. There's a glare, but I'll look at that in a little bit. I would say at least all of the hatches are really nice. That's good to know. Okay. This is sweet. Honestly, this is a whole shape that I think even my father-in-law would like a lot. And it takes a lot for him to really fancy a skiff, a flats boat type of deal. So something like this would probably, because you know, Rangers and yellowfins have a very similar rear flare. This has a very symbolic to a yellowfin transom. So I might be able to catch his eye with this thing. But dude, I'm looking at it now. Slap on a new 4-stroke and this thing's worth a lot more than it is right now. I don't know why it's listed at $8,009. I'm curious to know if that like doesn't include the trailer or something. But I'm gonna snap some pictures and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna talk to somebody about it. Okay, I snapped my pictures and now I'm gonna go talk to the guy, see if he has a sheet for it like that one. 8,900 though is insane. Back in Jacksonville, tell me another 18, 19 foot flats boat for that price. We'll see though. There might be something crazy wrong with it. We're gonna have to find out here in a second. Before I walk in though, I might as well check out this Smoker Craft. Never heard of the brand before, but it looks like a nice solid John boat shape. Oh yeah, that's a nice side of the road deal if I've ever seen one. Right there. Dude, Yamaha 60 tiller. That's something to talk about. This interior is really nice as well. You got some room to move around in there. Another thing that I saw when I was driving by earlier is this pontoon boat. It's sweet, it's whatever. Little Starcraft pontoon, but look what's hanging on the back. Yamaha Show 115 in beautiful condition. So anything with a show back there is just a little bit cooler, I would say. But yeah, this Smoker Craft Johnny is pretty sick. I'm looking now. All right, Cedar Key Marina closed. Don't tell me that. Please call again at 8 o'clock. Let me look in a little more. Yeah, they look closed, let me tell you that. That's crazy. I talked to the guy on Facebook Marketplace and we agreed to meet up right now. So might have to give him another call. Tri-tune back here. Yamaha 200 and a power pole. That's pretty sweet. Another Yamaha Show. Back here on the Bentley. Back here on the Bentley 223. Riding in style, son. All right, so I'm gonna go hang out in the truck, I guess. Oh, dude, even on this Starcraft over here, they have a Yamaha Show. What's going on? All these sweet motors over here. Sweet. All right, I wonder if they toss a Yamaha Show on the back of this Ranger for me. All right, I need to make some calls, sit in the truck for a little bit, see what's going on. I literally have no service though, so we're gonna see how this goes. I can't even make this up. AT&T needs to get their things together because my phone says SOS. That's how little service I have right now. I can't even call the man to see where he's at. I might sit here for a little bit, but worst case scenario, I cruise back to the vacation rental, hop on some Wi-Fi and talk to him and then come back over here. Between then and now, we might do a little exploring over there on the island. Check out what Cedar Key has to offer. Dude, let's just do that. Let's make a day out of this. Okay, back in the cool part. If you go left, that's where our spot is and that's where the boat ramp is and everything. Very cool. That way, we explored a lot of that. We have not explored anything to the right yet.
I wanted to explore it on a golf cart, but the rental places don't have like car seat hookups. And he was like, I mean, you can just like ride around with your baby, but the police might stop you. And I was like, no, we're not going to do that. But we thought about it.
This spot looks a little more homey this direction to the right. I'll throw you out the window. Looks real nice and homey, but we're completely surrounded by the Gulf. So even straight ahead, water to the left, water. Oh wow, little scenic view over there. It's really pretty.
Oh, it's like a road that goes around.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's cruise around the road then.
Cause she, the woman.
Wow.
Said that there was like an airport we should look at. Things like that. Maybe.
Just right here on the water. So cool, man. I need to toss a gulp shrimp off the side of the road right now. This is not a bad place for it. This is a very nice area that we're in right now.
It looks more residential.
Yeah, more residential area of Cedar Key. Right here is a bench right there. I'll tell you what, that's probably where we're gonna stop and toss a line here in a few minutes.
What I was gonna say though is if you do stay here on vacation, I would think probably the best thing to do would be like rent a golf cart the whole time you're here. If you're like not planning on leaving, I mean, you can't really leave the island and go anywhere easily anyway. So I would just rent a golf cart the whole time you're here and like park your vehicle and just use your golf cart to go around. That would be my suggestion.
Cedar Key High School. Pretty cool. We went around that curve and ended up right back where we started. So I guess that was it as far as going to the right. That way is really fun though, like a nice little downtown area. Over here is what I was referring to earlier. I mean, that's actually a pretty sweet airboat and a nice tri-tune, but there's not any skiffs around. This is such a nice area right here. Literally right across the street from our vacation rental, basically, there's a boat ramp right there that'll send you straight into the Gulf. This is the Gulf right here. And then there's another boat ramp right there to the right that will send you that direction, I guess. And then there's a beach right here with kayak rentals. Somebody told me to snag one of these kayaks and go across to that island way over there. Let me zoom in to that island. And he said that there was some good fishing over there off the island, so I might have to do something like that. Let me check these prices for a kayak rental. Kayaks look pretty stout. That'd be fun either way. Slap the chest mount on and just go have a day. All right, golf carts, 2 hours 40 bones. Paddle boards, 2 hours 25. A little 2.5 for the afternoon, not a bad deal. Cruise over there, maybe snag a little fish or something and come back. So that seems like all there is to do here in Cedar Key. It's just a fishing destination for sure. Pull up with the boat ramps right in front of all the hotels and vacation rentals. There's a nice playground over here, Christmas tree, nice sandy beach right here if you want to lay out. Or if the ladies want to lay out and you and the homies go out on the boat, whatever, dude. It's just a nice relaxation destination. Over here on the water, there's a place you can drink wine and eat charcuterie boards. So if you want to get the old lady on board with coming down to Cedar Key, that'd probably be the way to go. But it's just relaxed. I feel like my blood pressure is a lot lower than usual hanging out over here. There's not much. There's just not much going on. Not much. Leave everything in the city. Come onto the island and just relax a little bit. What do you think? Do you think I should snag a kayak and go to that island over there? What would you do? Well, I'll tell you what, you're not gonna believe this one, but I just got back to the spot, hopped on the Wi-Fi, sent him a message, and no response. I've waited here for quite some time. No response. So this one's probably gonna have to be a to be continued. I am gonna pursue it pretty heavily. I actually really want that boat. The lines on that boat, the shape of that boat, the shape the boat was in, I want that boat. Ranger 18, I think it'd be sweet to add to the arsenal, especially at the price point. I looked on the listing and it does say it comes with the trailer. Motor, boat, trailer, everything. Just seems like such a good deal. I wonder what's fishy about it. Is it just a post-season deal out there? Is that what's going on? I don't know, man. I don't know, but I'm gonna pursue it heavily. I'm still messaging him. I sent him 3 or 4 messages. I sent him a text. I tried to call and nobody picked up. So it's just gonna be up in the air. But I'm here for a few days, so chances are I'm coming home with that boat. We'll see what happens though. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Cedar Key is rather relaxing. This part of the island, couldn't recommend it enough. So get your old lady, get your family, come out, find one of these vacation rentals and just hunker down for a couple days, huh? Do a little fishing, eating, relaxing, whatever. Huge advocate for this part of Cedar Key these days. Even on the other side, dude, look. Fishing is phenomenal over on that side, I would assume. Whatever. It is what it is, man. I appreciate you guys for tagging along, doing a little skiff hunting in other places. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I'm going to leave it there. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Returning to the scene of the crime. I am actually going to rent one of these kayaks and take it across. I'm gonna rent the biggest one that they have, bring some stuff with me, little tackle box, rod and reel, and a big old to-go sandwich that I got from Steamers. Got the chicken sandwich, and dude, it takes up the whole to-go box. Just the chicken portion. The bun is just normal size, but the chicken portion is the whole entire to-go box. Those are gonna be my emergency rations for this adventure. But yeah, I'm gonna rent one of these, hop in the water, cruise over to the island across the way, see if we can make something happen. It's gonna be a good time either way. That'll be tomorrow, so hopefully you come back and join me. I'd love to hang out with you guys. So, dang man, hopefully that guy responds for the Ranger. I want that boat badly, so I'm gonna do what I can, but I'm gonna keep sending message after message after message after message. It seems like it's been there for a while. I really don't have a theory as to why, other than the boat market over here is just a little bit different. Just a little bit different. Because the pictures on Facebook Marketplace had it out in the front, and this time when I pulled up, it was way in the back. So it's been there for at least a couple days. Regardless, I guess we'll both have to stay tuned to see if we get our hands on this boat or not. Whatever. Appreciate you guys, man. Wish me luck on this kayak maiden voyage. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. I tried to go out on the kayak, but even though it was super pretty out there, they said they can't let me take it out because it's too windy or something. But the water was flat and it looked nice. It looked like a nice time, but we're just gonna have to see what happens, man. So I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this sandwich and what's left of this loaded baked potato. See you tomorrow.